Thank you once again and welcome. This is Moyo SEK and Reverend Samuel Ojiayo. And this week we will be talking about filtered mind. And in a summary, mental filter would be defined or described as one type of cognitive distortion or faulty thought pattern that can lead to higher levels of anxiety and depression. One focuses on the negative aspects of a situation and filters out all of the positive ones. And this is a very dangerous, state of doing things. And I want to encourage us by reading from the Gospel according to St. Matthew chapter 6, verse 25 as we continue. So Matthew chapter 26 from verse 25, and it records, "This is why I tell you not to be worried about the food and drink you need in order to stay alive, or about clothes for your body. After all, isn't life worth more than food? And isn't the body worth more than clothes? Look at the birds. They do not sow seeds, gather a harvest, and put it in barns, yet your Father in heaven takes care of them. Aren't you worth much more than birds? Can any of you live a bit longer by worrying about it? And why worry about clothes? Look how the wild flowers grow. They don't work for, or make clothes for themselves. But I tell you that not even King Solomon, with all his wealth, had clothes as beautiful as one of the flowers. It is God who clothes the wild grass that is here today and gone tomorrow, burnt up in oven. Won't he be all the more sure to clothe you? How little faith you have. So do not start worrying, where will my food come from, or my drink, or my clothes? These are things that pagans are always concerned about. Your Father in heaven knows that you need all these things. Instead, be concerned about everything else with the kingdom of God and with what is required of you. So do not worry about tomorrow. It will have enough worries of its own. There is no need to add to troubles each day brings." So that particular text encourages us to, have a mind that is focused, or that is focusing on God, and that, believes in God's provision. That the way we dress, the way we eat, the way we do our things, especially in this difficult moment, when COVID-19 is really at our neck, we have to, pray about our situation tomorrow and let it be in God's hand, that God is going to provide for us. I love a story of this young boy who was an orphan, and he was growing up troubled, and he never knew how he was going to put on, how he was going to eat, how he was going to go to school, and all these things. But one day, as he was really depressed and was really worried, somebody came and told him, "Your father, before he died, had written a will and had an insurance for enough studies. Even if you love to go up to PhD level, whichever level you'd love to go, it has been paid for, your health has been paid for, and all your welfare. So what you need to do is just be happy, because you'll achieve all that you want to achieve." He did not know that his life had been taken care of, be it health, be it education, be it whichever, welfare in all spheres. And as he grew up, he later recognized the fact that this is how God does it to us. After going through this, pandemic, people are troubled, people are worried, we don't know, about our economic life. We're not sure whether we're gonna go back to school and do things the way we used to do them. But this boy grew up and later on went up to his postgraduate studies level, and he became one of the neurosurgeons. And he later on acknowledged the fact that you may be like an orphan, and you feel everything is lost. You feel your life is lost, and you feel you not have what to eat. You feel there is nothing completely on your table. But God is encouraging us that our life is in His hands, and He knows how to take care of everything. And what we need to do is just to pray about it and to, let God be God in all situations that we go through. Let the negative things, also teach us a lesson. Life cannot just be all about positive things. And when we talk about filtered mind, we mean this kind of life where you have, filtered out all the positive and you're only looking at the negative. You're only looking at the negative, side effects or, repercussions of this pandemic. And we are not looking beyond. We are not looking at the possibilities that God is able to, present a table and, let our life continue to be according to how He has designed it. There is a way God has designed our life. There is a way God has, organized everything. And ours is just to pray about our life and to let everything come as God has planned it. So may the Lord bless us as we learn to know that our mind should be not only focusing on the negative, but should also focus on the positive. And even the negative side of life brings on table many challenges that, brings a lot of, thoughtfulness into our minds. We begin to look at negative things positively, and we begin to evaluate them, look at them, analyze them, look at them critically, so that they are of some help to us. Not all negatives, side of life becomes negative. Some of it can be utilized by us by looking at them critically so that they become positive in our life. There is something we have learned, of course, in this pandemic era, and post-corona era would be looked at positively. There are things that we can learn. And so let us not just begin to filter our minds and remove the positive side of it and begin to look at things and focus only on the negative side of life. And when we do so, as we have been, reminded in this text, I am sure and I am hopeful that God will continue to know how we will clothe ourselves, how we will eat, how we will do everything as He has always done to flowers and the birds in the air. So may the Lord bless us as we continue to think about these things in our life and to be positive in life, even after this pandemic comes to an end. May the Lord bless us, and may He continue to raise us, even as we continue to pray, as we continue to come to Him in all situations, and as we learn to be Christians, even in situations that would remove faith from our life as Christians. The Lord bless you. This is our presentation in the name of God the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. Amen.